every team is now in this queue.
The world's going to implode.
Because the only way that we're going to beat them is if we do the opposite of what they do.
We're on the same train.
It's going to be close. It's going to be very close.
For a new game that we are going to be playing here today. So what it is Rollercoaster races. So I've given these guys a list of 5 rides. They need to complete all 5 rides, and the final ride has to be Icon. So as soon as they are off of the final ride, that is what we're going to class as finished, and whoever gets here first wins. So the 5 rides that you guys have to complete today are a water ride, which is Dora. You have to do a family ride, which is, I forgot. You have to do a family ride, which is any carousel, so that includes Derby Racer. You have to do a thrill ride, which is Ice Blast. You have to do a dark ride, which is Wallace. And then final ride has to be Icon. The rest of them you can do it in any order. So, first one here wins. Time starts now. Oh, here we go. So in case you missed that over all the wind, I'll explain the game quickly. Welcome to Rollercoaster Races, a theme park game that focuses on strategy, timing, and a whole lot of luck. The teams are given a list of 5 rides, with one ride being the finale ride. The rides can be done in any order except for the finale ride, which has to be done last. Teams must strategically choose the order in which they do the list in order to get to the final ride as quickly as possible. First team to ride the final ride and get to the exit wins. Team members must not split between rides to gain an advantage, and queue skipping tools such as Fast Track are prohibited. This episode took place in the land of Boozy Thuzy's Blackpool Pleasure Beach's opening weekend, an event marred by cold weather and ride closures to make things more difficult. So, let's jump into the action and see where people go first.
So mate, it's our first ride of the day, it's going to be Dora's. And one of the contenders is behind us. The reformulator plan, which includes the bathroom break for us. What do you...
Bathroom breaks are for losers. Yeah.
Well,
just hold it in, or you're going to lose.
This is the first time doing Dora's. It's going to be a sensational walk.
This is our bit as well. We've also come all together,
so it'd be nice to get this is a 4 and then race away.
So we've decided that first we're going to head to Ice Blast, and then we'll go and do Wallace because it's a lot drier and it's really rainy today.
Sort of already packed up slightly. They're already fucking miles away. That one.
Interestingly, 2 groups of teams went to the same first ride, presumably to have a fist fight on a carousel.
Wanker.
Fuck you. Can we swear on camera?
Can we?
Yeah. I love it. Imagine the contrast. It's us sitting here whilst the other teams are running. And yeah, they're screaming and just us on here.
So we have been going for what? 2 minutes? We're on our first ride over here. Bellends are also here. He's filming me again.
Yeah, look, we're doing the thing. We're doing the thing.
They're ahead of us on the rapids. The rapids, the Dora ride.
Can you say sabotage? Sabotage!
You bastards.
Each team was clearly showing the intense effects of the race.
I can't say I'm enormously excited for this one. There were no boats for some reason. Doing this one apparently, and I'm so sorry, Cal, most of this filming portrait.
But they weren't the only ones with that idea.
Hello. Oh, I see.
Where are we going? Dora. Okay.
I'm on a boat by myself. I've never done this ride before. I'm not. Cal, why have you done this to me?
Because it's funny. Anyway, the teams weirdly managed to all find each other despite being on completely separate paths. Jamie also found time to be briefly terrified by a kiddie ride.
We're gonna beat you. Oh, what the? What?
Let's say hello to friends around the world.
My God, that looks dull.
Dora complete. We're gonna try Ice Blast now. I think we've lost Connor and Leo. They were with us, but we've lost them.
So, we have just done ride 1 of the race. We are making our way over to the carousel to get race number 2 of the roller coaster races.
All right, we made it to Ice Blast. We made it to Ice Blast. Let's see how this is. Okay, that looks good. Uh-oh! Who's that?
So we're behind. We did Ice Blast. We're now doing Derby Racer instead because it's right here. But Tom, Tyler, Jay and Hannah are one ride ahead of us. So the strategy is to do everything regardless of queue. This is Amber. The strategy is to do everything regardless of queue. And just hope that the shorter distance makes us time. Because I think a lot of people are going to be walking a lot.
So, 2 rides down already.
I think we're ahead of the rest and we're now running up to Wallace.
I'm not going to fit enough for this.
Try and get Wallace done. Then I have to try and get Ice Blast and Icon. Hopefully Wallace has no queue. If it does, that's great. So yeah.
Wallace is never quiet, so they went to Ice Blast, like everyone else.
Oh no.
It's a very pretty carousel.
Still a really bad shot. Oh my God. Now we do this one.
Ice Blast completed. So now power walking to Wallace. We walk past Derby Racer because Derby Racer takes ages to get on and off, so we were only going to do that as our carousel if it was quiet, but it wasn't. So we walk past, we're going straight to Wallace, and then we'll do the carousel by the big one.
So that's 2 of our 5 done. We've done Ice Blast and Derby Racer as our carousel. So we've done our thrill ride and our family ride. We're going to have a look at Wallace. If Tom, Tyler, Jay and Hannah are in there, we'll go do Dora, because the only way that we're going to beat them is if we do the opposite of what they do. We think Reese and Joel have also overtaken us because they were coming off of Ice Blast and they didn't start there. So they're also on 2 rides. Let's see how this goes. Oh dear.
Oh, bugger.
So they were all in the queue for Wallace. Hannah, Tyler, Tom, Jay. So we can't do that. We have to come back and do that later. We're going to do it after we've done our family ride, which is Dora.
Hello, hello. Not telling.
Not only have we got them and him, we've all had the same idea.
Well, not all of us.
Let's say hello to friends around the world. Bonjour! It's what
We've been on the French audio for the whole thing now.
hello to friends
I'm not sure this is France anymore.
So, we saw this team. We saw these guys at Dora. We're unsure about what's happened next. Did you guys do the carousel? We don't know.
We're not saying.
It's exciting. We don't know what. I've lost them. Apparently those guys have done an Ice Blast.
No, we're ahead of them. They're ahead of us by 1 space in the queue.
While they were all fighting over queue position, Amber and I were taking in the sights.
to everyone.
Okay, so every team is now in this queue. All of us. So this is an interesting point. What are they doing?
And Team 5 has just appeared. This is actually getting seriously interesting now because we don't know.
This is genuinely incredibly tense. I keep on looking up at them. They're looking back and looking at me. But This is a fight between Matthew, Jamie and James, Tyler, Tom, Jay and Hannah, and Joel and Reese. We don't think Joel and Reese have done a carousel. If they choose Gallopers, they probably won, but they might choose Derby, which is far away. Tom, Tyler, Jay and them lot need to do Dora. Jamie and James and Matthew are on their final ride but are behind them in the queue, and then we're behind them, so we're probably not going to win.
It's not quite picked up on video here, but at this point Tyler asked the ride host if their group could go alone in order to slow up the teams behind. It didn't work, and we all got on.
Wallace and Gromit has been completed. These guys are off as well, come on. Go, 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 go.
We just got off of Wallace and Gromit. We are currently making a beeline for ride 4 of Rollercoaster Races, Ice Blast. Now hopefully this is no queue and we can make a beeline straight back for Icon. Otherwise we're going to be stoned at last. But I think this is going to be put first, second, at least third. Here it goes. Ice Blast. This will be where it's won or lost. Luckily, there's not much of a queue, so I think we got it in.
Don't like drop or shot now.
It depends where we get to. When we get to Icon, we'll see how it's looking. But I think we've got at least third in the bag.
All teams have navigated through their last rides, but only one could be first.
Not happy at all. Where are they gone? Somewhere over there.
I think we've done it. Matthew, I think we've done it.
I think we've done it. We've only gone in one.
No, don't want to say soon yet.
Right, yeah.
But they're not in the queue. Alpert.
There's no transfer like in the station, right?
They can't be. There's no way. Have we done this?
If they don't appear behind us very damn soon, then we've won.
Right, so we've done Wallace. This is our final ride. We're going to check if we can see them in the queue line. They're there. Jamie and Matthew are there. Right, let's try and meet the others.
Just about made it. About an hour in, and there are people down there. I don't know who. Jamie.
Look at those losers.
Oh, they're in here. They're in here. So Jay, Tyler and Hannah are there. Jamie and Matthew are there. We don't know where Joel and Reese are. Was there another team? Connor and Leo. We don't know where Connor and Leo are. I think we might be third. There is quite literally 3 groups between us and second. So, podium.
We got off the carousel, we ran to Icon.
Come around the corner. There's nobody at the exit. Goal. Oh no, there's somebody there. Oh no. They're all there.
This is what it's like to lose.
Good news is we're not last place. That would be Team Connor's Coasters.
There's a chance that we can still come not last. If we manage, the finish line is Icon's Ride Plaza, the exit. Now Joel could be on the same train as us.
There's only like 4 people in front.
So if we get above Joel on Icon, it's still into it to not be last. So hopefully we might be able to beat that one if we're on the same train.
It was all going to come down to what train everyone was on.
We are one train difference. And speaking of, Jamie and Tyler, no, Jamie and Matthew have just walked off as the winner.
Jamie, can you see anyone else here? No. I can't see anyone else. I think we've won. We've done it.
Jamie and Matthew were gracious in victory as ever. As they gloated, Tyler, Tom, Jay, Hannah, Amber and myself all had our rides on Icon. But who would be next?
Joel and Reese have taken the L of a lifetime.
What?
That's all that matters. And we're in front of them.
We've not beaten Cal. However, Joel is down there. It all depends on this dispatch. It's so close.
We've just gone from 4th to last by virtue of us not clocking the empty row at the front of Icon Station. That's how close this race has been. And now we're last, and they're going to beat us. They were at the back of that train, and Connor and Leo were at the front. They swapped.
So we think the last place is switched around.
Yeah. So second row, and then
Oh, they've lost it.
Something very interesting's happened.
So despite Joel saying in the group chat, L, we have made it across the finish line before. Where's Leo?
we are officially last place. We got overtaken in the Icon Station by Connor and Leo. Right when I thought we were gonna at least not be the losers. But it was very close.
L, that you gave me should be returned back to you, good sir.
So, I guess we'll have to have a rematch. Well, we'll have to have a rematch. But for now, the final prize givings.
To the happy couple.
Matthew and Jamie have won. And for your prize, you have 30 seconds to plug whatever the f you want to the camera. Go.
We're not famous. One Click Podcast.
Thank you guys so much for watching this video. I had a lot of fun making it, and I want to make this a recurring series on the channel. So let me know where you want us to race and who you'd want to be in it. Thank you guys so much, and I'll see you soon.